What's the story, guys? Crimson here, and today I want to talk about the Sonic movie 2. Ever since the movie trailer dropped, I was stoked to go and see the film, and it absolutely blew my expectations out the window. Like, even just watching the trailer alone, when I saw Tails, Knuckles, Eggman with the Master Emerald, I knew this was going to be way more action-packed than the first film. Because the first film, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't really too action-packed. I think what it was supposed to be was kind of an origin story of Sonic in the real world, if you will. But even just when I saw the inclusion of Tails, Knuckles, Eggman, the Tornado, the Emeralds, I knew it was going to be so much more action-packed than the first film. Now, I knew spoilers are going to be creeping around at all corners, so I wanted to see this film ASAP. Ideally, like 1 or 2 days after the film came out, but I had gone to Spain for a holiday, and so because of that I couldn't really go see the Sonic movie unless I wanted to see it in Spanish. But speaking of spoilers, I'm going to be talking about a lot of the scenes and giving my thoughts on them. So if you have not seen the film, click off of this video. Unless you don't want to go see the film and you don't really care. But anyways, if you have not seen the film and you want to see it, click off this video, because I don't want to be going from potentially spoiled to the spoiler, alright? So first things first, Knuckles is an absolute badass throughout the entire film. I swear to God, Paramount has shown more respect to Knuckles as a character than Sega has in the past 15 years. Like, if you've ever seen Sonic Boom, the TV show, yeah, Knuckles looks stronger and all of that, but he's got the personality of this cowardly goofball. Like, there's a scene where him and Sonic are running through cacti, and Knuckles is just screaming like a little girl. This guy's supposed to be a badass and a tough guy, and they just didn't make him that. But finally, Knuckles gets the right treatment by Paramount, and there's loads of scenes where Sonic and Knuckles are going at it, and Knuckles is just outpowering Sonic almost the whole time. There's been some times where Sonic finally puts up a fight against Knuckles when they're fighting over the Master Emerald, only for Eggman to take it, and all hell breaks loose. But Knuckles definitely got shown the respect he deserves. Obviously, they're not trying to make him overpowered, so like Sonic can do absolutely nothing against him, because then that's just kind of... You can't do that, that's just it. But they made Knuckles a tough guy and hard to beat, and that's what matters. But on to other matters. The film was filled with really wholesome scenes, like between Sonic and Tails, because in the film, Tails is meant to be just a messenger for Sonic to tell him that Knuckles thinks he's the key to the Master Emerald and he's been hiding it from. Because in the film, if you remember Longclaw from the first film, she's an owl who was Sonic's guardian in the first film, who took care of him as he grew up until the Echidna tribes started coming for Sonic. And it appears that Longclaw is sadly dead. But she sends... Tails has this message from Longclaw that tells Sonic what to do to protect the Master Emerald from Knuckles and all of that. Because apparently, like the Echidna tribes that are in the film, which is a cool reference to Sonic Adventure 1, there's an owl clan that Longclaw was pretty much a part of. And yeah, they had taken the Master Emerald from the Echidna clan because they were getting greedy with the power, you could say. And yeah, but Knuckles, sadly, his Echidna clan was dying, so that's why he was out to get the Master Emerald and keep his species alive, really. But Eggman sadly makes this alliance with Knuckles, kind of like in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and then betrays him when he gets the hands on the Emerald. And it leads to this really awesome battle where Eggman, we basically got to see Super Eggman for the first time. We finally get to see Eggman himself use the Chaos Emerald, which was actually really cool. I like the scene where he basically has like this robotic auto-tune voice throughout the scene where he has the power of the Master Emerald, and with his bare hands tears the army tanks apart and builds his huge egg robot. Kind of like the one from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, like the final boss fight, but only like a bazillion times bigger. And there was a nice little reference during this big battle to Sonic Heroes, where Sonic, Knuckles and Tails all do one fist bump, and that basically signified the union of Sonic, Tails and Knuckles. You have the speed, the power and the brains, and I absolutely love the part where Tails and Knuckles finally get into the egg robot where Eggman's controlling them, literally with like almost an Xbox Kinect kind of deal. With his movements, he controls the robot like your avatar on the Xbox 360. No, nobody's probably gonna know what I'm referencing here because nobody know. The Xbox Kinect is gone and dead. So, but you know, it was really cool to see Tails use his gadgets and create loads of clones of himself to distract Eggman while Knuckles runs and punches Eggman in the stomach, knocking the emerald right out of him. And when Sonic finally gets his hands on the Master Emerald, after being completely tired out, he was knocked off a bridge. And what I liked about that scene was, I'll get back to the thing with the emerald in a moment, but it showed that while Sonic, these guys have their powers, is that they're not invincible, if you know what I mean. Because there's scenes where, yeah, we could say, oh well, with Sonic's speed, surely he could just end everything, all evil in a split second, right? But you see at some parts in the film, like when he's running across the water to get to what you could say was Angel Island zone, almost, where the Master Emerald was originally. He was running across the water, but he was tiring out through it, and I know that's kind of expectable because throughout the Sonic series he just can't swim or know nothing, and you can see him getting tired on the bridge as well. But what was a cool scene was the Master Emerald breaking into little pieces and the little Chaos Emeralds falling out of it. Which Sonic then uses right before getting crushed by the egg robot to become Super Sonic. And I swear to God, I was so happy to see Super Sonic in the live action series. I swear to God, he just looked fantastic throughout the whole thing. And I thought the little nervous dialogue from Eggman as he sees Super Sonic begin to tear the head off of his egg robot and be like, come on, let's let bygones be bygones, right? And Sonic's just like, nope, you're dying today. You're going from Dr. Eggman to Dr. Omelette. So yeah, Sonic tears his way through the egg robot as Super Sonic, and essentially Eggman dies. He knocks the thing over and Eggman falls to his death, we have to assume. But what I like was after that, when he reunites with Tom, Tails, Knuckles and all that, Knuckles stops him to say, okay, he has the power and he's no longer the Sonic you know, because he has seen the Echidna tribe become so power hungry and he doesn't know any different. He only knows how to battle. He doesn't know, you know, happy-go-lucky guys like Sonic, and he's never experienced that. And it's really cool to see Sonic then have this angry face pulling the electricity of lightning out of the sky, making this grey cloud. It would, like, I know that Sonic is a thing for kids, so they were never going to make him a villain, especially not a power hungry one. But I really like the concept of Sonic becoming Super Sonic, but the power goes to his head, and he becomes the villain. But I have to remember that Sonic is ultimately for all ages, and he's a family-friendly character. They could just never have him as a villain, as much as a cool of a concept I think that is. And I think that's the reason that Sonic never hangs on to the Chaos Emeralds after he defeats Eggman in the games, because if he does, he may become power hungry, and that's probably why he got rid of the emeralds at the end, because he said, hey, I've got lots of learning to do, just like Tom had told him at the start of the film. And so instead of Super Sonic turning the world into his little slave, he makes himself a little chili dog. And then Knuckles like, oh nope, he's the exact Sonic that you know. You know, as a young lad, I absolutely loved Sonic to death, and I think deep down there's always going to be that young lad inside of me that just loves playing Sonic. And to see he has come so far, even during the times of bad games, he's prevailed, and the movies have really saved Sonic in the public eye, and that just really warms my heart to see the character that made my childhood reclaim the throne. And I can definitely say I'm already hyped for Sonic Movie 3, because just like in the first film, they left a little cliffhanger, a little teaser for us Shadow the Hedgehog is going to be in the third film, and I'm really excited to see what Paramount has in store for him. Now, with all the good stuff out of the way, okay, fair enough, I have nothing bad to actually say about the film. However, here's a hypothetical thing I want to share with you guys, alright? Now, if you don't want to be traumatized, please click off of this video, because I'm about to bring back some memories you might not want to remember. To think what the Sonic movie series could have become if this guy was still around. Yeah. I swear to God, Sonic.exe could never. I officially dubbed, this is what I dubbed this guy, right? Satan the Manhog, and that's what I'm going to refer to him as till the day I die. But I'm telling you, he is absolute creepypasta material. I swear to God, Sonic.exe could never. You know why? Because Sonic.exe is just too canny looking. He's not scary. You can't just throw red eyes on something and say that's scary. But that thing, what? No, just get it away. Get it out of my sight. My eye sockets are bleeding now. But to think, if they really did try to make a sequel after what would have been an atrocious first film with that first Sonic design, it would have failed. The first one would have failed, but if for whatever reason they tried to make a second film, just imagine what Tails and Knuckles could have looked like. Imagine what Shadow might have looked like. It just, like, I know they were trying to make him look like something that could live in the real world, but I swear to God, I hope there's nothing like that in the real world, because that is just scary. I swear to God, if Sega ever wants to make a Sonic horror, like a rated R horror for Sonic, they better use that old movie design. I swear to God, if they really wanted to and tarnish the childhood appeal that Sonic has, yeah, I don't think that's worth it. You know what? Let's just leave this guy in the dust, yeah? He's a bad memory, let's just forget about him. Anyways, that is my review on Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I loved the film, and I'm stoked for Sonic 3. So, yeah, this is Crimson signing off. Take care.